Hey everybody, Janice Allen here, and this is episode 32 of Getting Real with Janice Allen. The first month of 2022 is under our belt, and I've got your numbers and stats for the month of January 2022, so let's get into it. In terms of number of homes for sale versus active listings, back in January 2021, we had 205 homes that entered the market in Kalamazoo County. If we fast forward to January 2022, we had 192 listings in Kalamazoo County, which is down 6.3%. As for number of homes sold in Kalamazoo County in January 2021, there were 203 sales, and in January 2022, there were 188 sales, which is down 7.4%. In Buren County in January 2021, there were 61 new listings, and in January 2022 in Buren County, that number went up to 75 new listings, which is an increase of 23% in inventory. In January 2021 in Buren County, there were 60 homes that sold, and in January 2022, the number of homes sold went up to 62, which is 3.3%, which is a slight increase in sales. In St. Joe County, in January 2021, we had 39 new listings hit the market, and in January 2022, the number of new listings went up to 56 homes on the market, which is a 43.6% increase in inventory. Looking at the number of homes sold in St. Joe County in January 2021, there were 46 sales. Fast forward to January 2022, there were 39 sales, which is down by 15.2%. In terms of months of inventory we all know is about supply and demand. And in Kalamazoo County back in January 2021, we were hovering at about 0.8 months of inventory. So if we go forward to January 2022, that number went down to 0.4 months of inventory. So the number of homes on the market compared to this time last year is down 50%. And if you don't know what this number means, again, this is about supply and demand. In a balanced market, in Kalamazoo, we have 6 to 7 months of inventory for both buyers and sellers. So we are very much in a strong seller's market. In Buren County, what happened? Back in January 2021, we were hovering at 1.5 months of inventory. And like I shared with you, a balanced market is 6 to 7 months of inventory. So fast forward to January 2022, we're hovering at around 1.2 months of inventory. What happened in St. Joe County? Back in January 2021, we were hovering at 1 month of inventory. Fast forward to January 2022, we're hovering at 1.1 months of inventory. Now we want to look at pricing from January 2021 to January 2022. So the average property in Kalamazoo County back in January 2021 was just over $220,000. Fast forward to January 2022, is now selling for just over $260,000, which is a 16.9% increase. In Buren County, what happened? The average property in Buren County back in January 2021 was selling around $279,000. Fast forward into January 2022, is now selling for $300,000, which is an 8.1% increase over this time last year. What happened in St. Joe County? The average property in St. Joe County back in January 2021 was selling just over $170,000. Fast forward into January 2022, is now selling for just over $216,000. So prices are up in St. Joe County by 24.3%. So what does this all mean? Well, this means the demand for home ownership will remain very strong from a historic perspective in January 2022. At the same time, listings remained in short supply, resulting in a tight market conditions and a very strong year-over-year price growth. We are seeing multiple offers on properties. I can tell you that buyers are out there competing. There's not enough homes still on the market. Our spring market started early. It's here and now. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call, send me a text, shoot me over a DM or an email. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.